Professional Wrestling Spectacular. On Saturday night, April 9 in Baltimore, Rocky Johnson returns to face crippler Ray Stevens. What a matchup that'll be. Notwithstanding that matchup, however, Superfly Jimmy Snuka to lock up with superstar Billy Graham. Waiting in the wings to defend the Intercontinental title, the magnificent Muraco, against the man whom he defeated in Madison Square Garden, former Intercontinental title holder Pedro Morales. That will be a real Donnybrook. But then from there, a guest referee, a most unusual guest referee, commissioned by the World Wrestling Federation, Swede Hanson, to call the right down the line, officiating the principals in the main event. Huge, Big John Studd against the World Wrestling Federation champion Bob Backlund. But with us now, the magnificent Muraco. Mr. Muraco locking up with Pedro Morales, and I might add, a Pedro Morales who has 100% healed. A Pedro Morales who will be at a 100% capacity when he faces you, as opposed to his capacity in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, you really enjoy patronizing the Moraleses and the Backlunds and the Snukas. You really enjoy patronizing these goofs that don't have enough brains, enough sense, how to really take care of a title, how to be a real champion. Oh, yeah, but you never say how many times the Magnificent One's been covered in a scarlet mask. How many times I've had people bend my arm and bend my neck and bend my body. Never once. Never one time saying I quit. Never one time backing down. Never one time letting it go. All the time pouring out my whole heart, all my sweat, all my tears, everything I got inside of me, 255 pounds of nothing but heart. Pedro Morales, Vince McMahon, people of Baltimore, people of the United States, people of the Intercontinental. One promise, this is Morales' last chance at this title.
The magnificent Muraco. Speaking of champions, ladies and gentlemen, it is our indeed privilege to have with us the World Wrestling Federation title holder, whom many of you saw just 2 weeks ago in Baltimore. Bob Backlund, still champion. One thing about, I'm sure that you and I spoke before the broadcast began, you're somewhat concerned with the quality of the officiating, be it an impartial nature or not, as it relates to Swede Hanson. But one thing you've got to give, Swede Hanson won't be carried from the ring on a stretcher like the previous referee was.
No, he won't. I must apologize for doing that to the referee. But by golly, at that point, I just wanted to go ahead and get, you know, he'd been beating on me, and I couldn't stand it any longer, Vince. It was like the whole thing, the belt, the 5 years, everything was going right before my eyes, and I wanted to tear into him. And when that referee grabbed a hold of me, I didn't want anybody stopping me. And I know this big Swede Hanson's going to be out there to call it right down the line. That's what he says anyway, Vince, right down the line. And that's exactly the way he wanted. I don't really care for Texas death matches, but when you got a man like this Big John Studd, they've got a rhyme and a reason. I like to have rules and regulations in there. But when you're in there with a man like him, you can't have anything like that. Get in there and battle it, fight it, be survival of the fittest. And I'm going to be in there battling all the way.
Bob Backlund. Our guest now, Swede Hanson. Swede Hanson, the guest referee. And again, Mr. Hanson, the question put to you is to, you say you're going to call it your way. Exactly what is your way? Many would say that your way is favoring Big John Studd.
Listen, I'm not favoring John or anybody else. I'm just saying that the match is going to go the way I see it. It's got to be done. Backlund, if you want to save your belt this time, you've got to earn it. You're not going to take it by
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Why do you refer to the champion as Backlund, the challenger as John?
Well, I just happen to know John better, that's all. There's no big thing there. It's still it's going my way.
Swede Hanson. Big John Studd coming into view, still #1 contender on his way back to Baltimore.
I have a big question for you, and I have a big question for everybody out there. What do you suppose would have happened if Backlund hadn't tossed the referee out of the ring onto the floor, causing him to be injured and carried away from the ring? What do you think would have happened? I'll tell you what would have happened. I'd have been the new world's heavyweight champion. The belt would have been where it belongs in Freddie Blassie's stable. Now, Backlund, this is my type of match. Texas rules, no holds barred.